Well, I did get to have at least one intake, and I'm told to say it was back pain, but it didn't need to because people had come. And then but something actually stopped my memory there. Just and right now I have a choice. I can either talk about what stopped my memory there, or I have a choice of talking about um, 2003, September 2021, 2012. Mine is just dyslexia sometimes because there's 3. Um, yeah, some of my posts are actually taken down. I guess people were just thinking that I was nuts. I have the original videos, but I figured out a way better way to do the vlog. This way I can jump between platforms. I'm not at all restricted to just one. If YouTube touches any one of my videos, I'll leave YouTube. YouTube knows that. They won't touch these videos. So leave YouTube alone. And it's a more organized. I've beat the AI of Earth. YouTube knows that as well. So, I mean, you know, that's a really bad analogy. Where'd that come from? Courtroom psychics was a really horrible analogy. NSA? No. CIA. If it's not all the same. That was the substitution word court. Because of the keepers of the law, I'm told. But from our perspective, I'm thinking courtroom psychics. I'm like, there's no psychics in a courtroom. What are you talking about? I added the word room. I didn't. The echo wasn't room. The echo was just court. So going way back to a much earlier video. It's impolite to continue after an overlap unless you are passing information, which you understand is new for the other individual, because anything you say after the overlap, you have just defied their logical reasoning ability if they're reading it in sequential order, which they will in time do. It doesn't have to necessarily be now, but they will in time. Now already there's enough trigger words in here to, I mean, if they're not already talking. I actually saw a vision. I don't have those often, but this was an actual vision. This was really cool. This was really cool. Like, this was an actual vision. And I've always wondered what those are. Like, as if I had a few of those in my life. Let me tell you about what an actual vision is. This is so cool. Well, it's definitely what psychiatrists call delusions. But none of the categories they currently have. And so, because it's not in any of those categories, they're actually not even including it in delusions. How is that even? So the psychiatrists are calling me delusional for describing to you the actual events of my real environment, which the psychiatrists can't believe. But then when I talk to them about the stuff that I think I'm experiencing as delusions, it breaks the psychiatrists. They can't give a very accurate summary of the things you said after that, which is unfortunate. I mean, some of the stuff they were talking about was just garble. Like, it's just garble. Anyway, I remember one in July 2nd, 2013, he offered it, and it's available. It's available in the appendix of a book I once wrote a long time ago, called The Choice. It's available, PDF linked there somewhere. In I haven't referenced it yet. This is the first time I'm referencing it. That's why it seems so unusual to me. Because usually I'm pulling from much nearer to me, and now I'm able to just let memory swing a little further back. Oh, good. I get my memory back. Awesome. Geez, it's been real hard. Last few years, I feel like brain dead anyway. Not like the brain actually does anything in your body. Well, good. So blog post, vlog 51 has not been used yet. So in that email to my filing cabinet, which happens to be the Vancouver City Councillors and a bunch of other people, news people, stuff like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It keeps us honest, is the reply. You guys are the Vancouver team. Now, a team is only a team if you're truly transparent. So in gratitude to your advances to what I consider to be backward Canada, because if you're backwards to backwards Canada, you're my speed. That is my speed. Okay, so you guys are my speed. So in gratitude to the Vancouver City Council, I would like to explain that the most consistently honed to the same idea of transparency naturally find the most consistently honed to the same idea of transparency according to the natural law of consistency, which must apply to itself first. So, Mother Nature itself has deemed that you are to be my filing cabinet. Now that that's been explained to you, please know that it comes with my sincerest gratitude. And the psychiatrist will understand why everybody thought that I was speaking about having delusions, because I would remember a nice creative way to thank somebody without ever having to worry about any backlash that I would ever receive from anybody about anything that I've written about them, because it's just been basically a story to me. Yes. And so I retain authorship over the story. That means I can change how people are portrayed. I can change villains into protagonists into villains. Yeah, that about sums that one up. And then there's the CPP part. So, okay, so the CPP, here's what you need to know about that. And I won't bother putting that into a separate blog post. Although maybe I could, it would speed up the advertisement. I will, so it'll speed up the advertisement. See how that works? Multiple personalities. And sometimes we have to go deep. I was recording, wasn't I? Was I recording? When I said I wasn't sure how deep I went there, 7 or 8 rings. I was recording, but I just have the faintest memory. Oh, and I'm even lighting my lighter. I'm sparking that at the same time while I'm saying that, unconsciously even. Like if you're talking in the dimensions, well, you just got a triad thrown at you right there. Because I was sparking while I was talking about a memory, which is to join 2 points in time. So I was directly joined with my eternal self. In that moment, I was visualizing saying something to Sherwood on video somewhere. Pretty sure it was on video. It was definitely recorded somehow in some medium, if not in this dimension, many others for sure. Oh, the fourth. Oh my God, their recording technology is exactly what you see on Hunger Games. You know when you have those bubbles in the later. No, sorry, it wasn't Hunger Games. It was Maze Runner. So I'm more grounded right now. I'll talk a little faster for you. That's also how you can notice it. There's multiple personalities inside me. That's all I can say. From your perspective, there are multiple personalities. From this perspective, the Trinity Church, there should only be the Lord of Hosts and the Redeemer. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, we already talked about, right? There's unity and then there's Trinity. So there's this big wide gap there. So the second dimension is not just 2, because 2, when it's reflected in eternity, looks like 3. But because it's reflected in eternity, the eternity has to remain eternity. So then it has to reflect the 2, which look like 4. Does that make sense? So you know you're eternally sentient when you can ping back that ping by explaining to other people. And then So sometimes I put effects in that makes it seem like I'm going out for very many rings, but all I can really work it down to is that I have at least 4 personalities. And my friend Gerard confirmed that for me. And I call them personalities because somebody has to be holding the reins. So I'm the eternal pain, whatever I am. I don't know what I am. So, oh, that's why that guy wrote me, who am I? He was confused. Oh, I'm lighting my lighter too. Oh my God, there are really confused people out there right now who don't know who they are. I should really target them on these videos. Oh, thanks, guy. So we get ideas that way too. I just let them talk through my body, and then I learn, and then I summarize it in the next video, and then so there's no you cannot possibly think as fast as I am talking. You have to let it just flow out of you. Is the ultimate final logical answer. So go with the flow is the conclusion, and that's from, because the Bible just remembers after all the talking's done, somebody will come and summarize it, and he's the nice guy. So we call him the Redeemer, right? Just go with it. Go with the flow. Yeah, definitely don't fight the flow on this one. And yeah, that's both of us talking right there. And then we're in perfect agreement on that one. And that's all 4 of us talking there. And then, well, that was the pilot that was talking there, and I am the pilot. So, and I'm able to say that because I have to be able to say that. So then I can take a break from these videos now. Thank you. Okay.